Hey, my amazing students! A very bright and cheerful morning to all my dear students. I hope you all are staying fit and healthy at home. Let's start our work with a small prayer. May God bless us all and make us be happy, be safe, be well, have comfort, have strength, have courage, have peace, have joy today and every day. Let's start with our learning. Now, children, we all will start with our Marigold book, Unit-3, Chapter-6, NASRUDDIN'S Aim, which is a lovely story, and you all will enjoy it. Now, the main character of the story is Nasruddin, and the story revolves around him only. Now, children, I want you all to keep your books in front of you and try to read the chapter along with me. Let's start. One day, Nasruddin was chatting with his friends. Now, children, this person, Nasruddin, was gossiping or he was having a chat with his friends. He began to boast, "No one can match my skills in archery." Here, boast means self praising, and archery means it is a game of bow and arrow. Children, you all must have played with it. During the Shera, bow and arrow is easily available in the market. Now he started self-praising. He said that nobody can match my skills in archery. He says, "I string the bow, take an aim and shoot an arrow. Whoosh! The arrow is sure to hit bang on the target." Now, children, he says, "As soon as I string the bow, the arrow hits exactly on the target." He was showing as if he was the master of the game. Next line. Hearing this, one of his friends immediately brought a bow and some arrows. Now, children, when his friends came to know about this, that he was such a skilled person in archery, one of his friends went and brought immediately a bow and some arrows. Next paragraph. Giving them to Nasruddin, he said, "Here, Nasruddin, take this bow and arrows." One of his friends handed over a bow and an arrow to Nasruddin. Last paragraph of the page. Then pointing towards a target, he said, "Aim at the target and shoot an arrow." The friend who brought the bow told him to hit the target which was right in front of him. Now turn to your next page. Nasruddin held the bow in his hands, strung it, aimed at the target and shot an arrow. Whoo! Now, children, Nasruddin held the bow in his hands and he tried to fix the arrow in the strings, and again he tried to hit the arrow at the target. The arrow didn't hit the target. But, children, what happened? The arrow did not hit the target. Instead, it fell down somewhere in the middle. Ha 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 ha. His friends started laughing. Now, children, the arrow never hit the target and it fell somewhere in the middle. On seeing this, his friends started making fun of him and they started laughing at Nasruddin. They said, "Hey Nasruddin, is this your best aim?" Now the friends started questioning him. "Nasruddin, is this your best aim?" "Oh no, not at all," said Nasruddin, defending himself. Now, children, Nasruddin started protecting himself. Defending means protecting himself, and said No, 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 this is not my aim. This wasn't my aim. It was Azad's aim. I just showed you how the Azad shoots an arrow. Now, children, Nasruddin could not hit the target. So, in his protection, he was trying to tell, or he was trying to pacify his friends that it is not my aim. It was my friend's aim. It was Azad's aim. Saying this, Nasruddin picked up another arrow. Once again, he strung the bow, aimed at the target, and shoot the arrow. This time, the arrow fell a little further than where it had fallen before. Now, children, after saying this, Nasruddin picked up another arrow. He strung the arrow and aimed at the target and tried again to shoot the target. But unfortunately, what happens? The arrow falls again in the middle, little further where it had fallen before. Turn to your next page, children. Let's start. But it certainly didn't hit the target. Now, children, after second trial also, Nasruddin could not hit the target. Let's read. They asked Nasruddin, and this must be how you shoot an arrow. Now, children, again the friends, they started laughing and they started making fun of Nasruddin. They all again said, now this must be your target. Of course not, argued Nasruddin. Even this aim was not mine. It was the chief guard's aim. Now, children, here Nasruddin was getting short of answers. He was not able to understand that what reason he should give to his friends, as he showed that he was a skilled archer, but actually he was not able to hit the target. Now somebody remarked, well, now who's next on the list? Hearing this, all the friends burst out laughing. Now, children, all the friends started mocking at Nasruddin. They started asking, now who's on the list next? Whose name you will take? Let's read what happened next. Nasruddin didn't say a word. He quietly picked up one more arrow. And again, and this time Nasruddin was really lucky. The arrow hit bang on the target. Children, this time Nasruddin was really disappointed, as he has displayed in front of his friend that he was one of the best archer. After listening all these comments from his friends, he quietly picked up an arrow one last time and he aimed for the target. And imagine what happened. The arrow hit right bang on the target. The arrow hit right where it was aimed. Next and last page. Everybody stared at Nasruddin, their mouths agape in amazement. Before anyone could say anything, Nasruddin said triumphantly, "Did you see that? It was my aim." Now, children, everybody standing there was full of surprise. They all were amazed to see how Nasruddin could hit right on the target. Everybody was staring at him that how could he do this? Now, before anybody could say anything to him, he said with the sign of victory that this was my aim. So, children, after giving many trials, Nasruddin at last showed his friend that yes, he could hit the target right, and he was not fooling around. Okay? The story teaches us that we should not be swayed away by the comments of the people around. Rather, we should focus on our work no matter how many trials we give to that. Thank you, children. Be safe. God bless you all.